take projection.
All right, welcome everybody to Take It On Sports. I am TD. That is Greg. Greg, how you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Just trying to stay cool out here. We, officially summer, and I guess not technically officially summer in Alabama, but
Right.
you know how it goes.
All right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's good. Let's see. I mean, we got kind of a lot to talk about. A little time. We did it
We
quick
do.
last week, but we can do it again. But I guess let's start. New York Knicks are NBA champs for the first time in 53 years.
They are.
And did it with one of the more impressive playoff runs in recent memory, Greg. Where do you put them up in recent champs? Are they one of the better ones? Was this just a lucky path, or did they really earn it? Kind of team of destiny.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's one of the greatest teams, but I mean, the results do speak for themselves. Many people will say, well, they didn't play the Celtics, but I mean, that's on the Celtics. They couldn't get past the 76ers. Nothing the
Right.
Knicks did. Um, I mean, you can only beat who you beat, who comes in front of you. And the fact that they only lost game three of the NBA Finals between that being on with 2-1 to the Hawks. I mean, that's crazy.
Only 3 losses total. Down what? Yeah, 2-0. Were they down 2-0 or 2-1? I can't
I
remember
think it was
there.
2-1, and then they tied. And then they just blew out the
Went on a
Hawks after
run.
that.
Yeah, just some embarrassing wins, but. Yeah, no, I kind of with you. Like, yeah, things made up. It's kind of probably a little bit everything. Like maybe things broke a little bit right for them, but like you said, you can't deny the results. And then also they did have that kind of team of destiny feel.
They did. And we saw that at every game of the NBA Finals. I mean, where they were down double digits every game.
Yeah, right.
Seemed on the
A
verge of failure.
29-point comeback at one point. Comeback in the clinching game in San Antonio.
They were down, what, 15? I mean, in the second quarter, it was like 13 or 15. It looked like we're going back to New York for game six.
Yeah, it did, and it just kind of the youth of San Antonio maybe showed in those moments. I
Yeah.
saw some people, maybe saying that maybe how hard San Antonio goes on defense, maybe gasses them out toward the end of the game, and maybe, but I'm also they're young, man. Like you don't get the gas out
That's
when you're
tough.
young like that.
Right. I mean, yeah, they should be in the best shape of their life,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think ultimately what it was is just that kind of veteran, the more experience of New York, even though it was the
Yeah.
first time finals for, I guess, most, if not all of these players. I honestly don't know if any
Right.
players have been in
Well,
finals
we
before.
know OG won with Toronto.
That's
Even though
right.
he
That's
didn't
right. That's
play.
right.
He
Yeah.
didn't play. He was hurt, but he was on that team.
Yeah.
But I mean, you look at the experience. I mean, though he hadn't won the title, I mean, Mike Brown has been around several. I mean, he had, of course, was with Cleveland, LeBron. I mean, he had spent several years on the San Antonio bench with Pop. He's been around the league. He had success in Sacramento, playoff success. So obviously, he's been in the NBA realm for forever. So I mean, he has plenty of experience at the NBA. And of course, but yeah, I mean, even though older, I mean, maybe more playoff experience. It's not like many of the Knicks have really been to the NBA Finals either. And I mean, really, it's a ton of pressure on them there because you
Right.
almost felt like if the Knicks don't win it this year, with all the signs pointing to, man, this is the Knicks year. Are they ever going to win a title?
Yeah. Right.
It
Yeah.
had that feel to it.
Yeah. It's one of those. Yeah, the things have broke right for you. You're getting the Celtics are a little down. Indiana's in their kind
Yeah,
of gap year with the Halliburton injury.
right.
Yeah, things are just working out for you, and now they got it done. They got the title, and the Knicks fans don't
They,
care. How it happened, it
They don't care
happened.
how they win. Yeah,
New
as they
York,
shouldn't.
yeah,
That's not their fault.
New
I
York
mean,
was partying wild. It's just some
yeah,
great videos to watch. I'm sure that parade is going to be insane.
man. Do the what is it? The Canyon of Champions or something?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's gonna be wild. It was a wild night, as you could expect. I mean, really, should they have work tomorrow? Probably not. I mean, this is a wild weekend. I
yeah,
mean, but you got to think about, I mean, 73. I mean, to actually remember that you had to be on the older side,
yeah,
honestly. I
yeah.
mean,
You got to be above 60 to really
yeah,
remember that. Yeah.
yeah,
And it's crazy. It's such a weird thing because the Knicks are one of like the flagship franchises in the
right.
NBA, but they're not one of the more successful ones. Usually
No,
with
no,
sports leagues, it comes down to like, well, who's been successful? And every other league, you look at the top franchises, and you're like, oh yeah, well of course they won the most Super Bowls, or they've one of the
right.
most, or World Series and stuff like that, and. But the
Not the
Knicks have
case.
not. But the Knicks are always, talk. It's, they're always in talk for the big free agent. There's always been talk of
Yeah,
like LeBron going there or somebody like that, and
right.
they finally got the team aspect of it right. And only one loss in the series. Maybe a certain curse because someone was in attendance there. I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
It kind of seems like it now. I
I
mean,
mean, he's getting Ted Cruz levels right there, man. Oh, that old Trump curse, man.
yeah. And it's kind of funny that that's the one only game they lost too. That kind of makes it even more,
Yeah, right.
even better if you're into that type of thing. But
But yeah, I think just awesome team. I mean, that 29-point comeback, that tip in by OG to win it, unbelievable athleticism. I think I said something on social on our account, but like, I don't think we really admire the athleticism of these guys enough. Like, yeah,
no,
like we don't appreciate. I think what I said is like we don't appreciate that these people walk among us regular folk. And yeah, like obviously there's fandom and like sports are more popular than ever, but like just watching the pure like freaky stuff, like the athleticism needed on that play to time it up right, to run, to leap, to get the height he needed, to extend his arm and get just the right touch on that tip. Because anybody, a
right.
lot of people can jump up there and just tip at the ball, but they might bat it away, might not even come
Yeah.
close. But he got exactly the perfect touch needed to tip that ball in.
Because I mean, a lot of people are watching that shot. Because for a minute it looked like Brunson had hit it, and he
Yeah,
was right on. I mean, a lot of people are just watching, like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Just
but
absolutely freaky play. And then again, the comeback again on the road in San Antonio. Just but the Spurs will be back. We know that.
no,
And this is one of those losses that really sticks with the young team, So,
no. The only thing you can't, the only thing that you say though, I mean, we all say, oh, they'll be back, but as we know, it's easier said than done. There's been plenty of teams that we thought were gonna, not that they won't, but it's easier said than done. And no matter how good they are, I mean, just with the longevity of a whole season and free agency and eventually and then injuries. I mean, it's hard to get back. But I mean, they on paper they should have no problem getting back. But man, it's a path, regardless of
yeah, they're at least going to be one of the contenders every year.
absolutely. I
That's
mean,
yeah.
and how they're set up right now is they probably have at least a 5-year window where they're going to be in that talk every
Yeah,
year.
and I'm sure is now the talk turns to the draft and free agency, and
Yeah,
maybe a Giannis trade before that. We'll see what happens there. Some rumblings
yeah,
that the Celtics have made an offer, but yeah, that's where we're at now. So we'll see. What does OKC do to try to combat the Wemby problem there? What
right.
what happens in the East now? We have Boston will be healthier, you imagine next year. But like we said, are they going to rebuild their squad a little bit, trade Jaylen Brown, try to get Giannis? What do they do?
You would
Indiana,
have to
Tyrese
think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the Celtics are going to do some reworking there.
Yeah.
What happens to Indiana? Tyrese Halliburton coming back healthy. Do they, what do they do? The Sixers, they got some questions with Embiid and Paul George, so it should be, does Washington do the Wizards become kind of a contender in the East next year with, if they get healthy AD and Trae Young and add on top of that, they got the number 1 pick in the draft.
But overall, though, I think that you have to think, though, the Pacers are kind of kicking themselves for that Zubac trade. I get it, but man, that was what, a top 5 pick.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, oh man.
Way outside. But yeah, so it was a fun, even though it was a 4-1 win, it was a great series, man. Every game,
Oh,
like we mentioned, the comebacks, just fierce games. And it
Great
was
competition.
yeah,
Some tough in the moments for the Spurs. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox is probably the scapegoat of everything right
yeah,
now. And of course, people are already like, "Oh, you got to fire the coach." It's his first year.
yeah.
Chill
I
out.
know, right? Yeah, like it was a learning experience for him too. And I think
I mean, it's his first. Yes, he's been around. He's been on the Spurs bench. He's been a G League coach, but it's different when you're the guy. And it's NBA Finals. You got a lot going on. Young team. So, I mean, he's learning just like everybody else. But, the Spurs, they're not, at least we know the Spurs aren't going to make any crazy, they're not going to jump on the fan bandwagon and be, oh, we got to move. They know what they're
yeah,
doing there.
no,
So,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's where we are now. NBA coming up. Like we said,
yeah.
draft coming up soon.
Should be an
And
awesome
then
draft. I mean, based on the talent
oh
coming
yeah,
out. I
one of
mean,
the deeper drafts ever.
yeah.
So we shall see.
One that everybody will watch, because some years you're like, some of the last couple, well, not every year, but there's been some years in the last 5 that you're like, dude, this is a horrible, on paper, a horrible draft. There's no excitement, there's no trades going on. Like, everybody, oh, you got the number 1 pick, sorry for you.
Yeah, right. But this
Oh,
year, yeah, I mean, so
no,
many,
there's so
so
many
many
names.
options, no consensus on who's number 1.
Right.
Some years, it's even like, well, after the top 4, it's like, but now, it's
You could go
if
15
you,
on this.
I about to say, if you got a lottery pick, you were doing good, and then there's gonna be some guys in the late rounds too that. I mean, I've been hearing. I listened to something the other day that was interesting. Talked about guys that might slip just because, like, and one of them was our boy LeBaron Philon, and the guy talking about, I forget who it was, but he said like he could just because, because there's so many guards, but he said he would be the one of those guys that like will make people pay if he slips down to the 20s
Absolutely.
or something. But I happen to think, I think somebody will see it in our
I
growth, but
think someone goes. I mean, I would think he goes in the teens somewhere.
yeah.
But oh man, but if you got LeBaron Furlan in the 20s, that might be the win of the draft.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean that's a guy that can come in and just his competitiveness, his fierceness, like adding that to it, especially if you're a good team, a good franchise. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be.
it's on the verge of needs a piece maybe or somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't,
or if he, something where he could go in, not a lot of pressure on him, he could go in and be like a
yeah,
6-man or a bench player. That'd be a
absolutely.
great situation for him. But we're getting ahead of ourselves there. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
when that time comes. Lots of championship
man,
events
so
going
much
on right
going on.
now. World Cup started this week, and it has been a great one already.
Yes.
Our boys in red, white, and blue, one of the best performances in men's U.S.
Ever.
soccer history. 4-1 defeat of Paraguay in their opener. 3 goals in the first half, jumped on them.
Dominant.
A Paraguay team who's a tough defensive team who beat Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay in South American and CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. A staunch defensive team. They're kind
Yeah.
of not a lot like other South American teams. They're not flashy. They're not attack minded. They're very organized. They're defensive minded. They're tough. And I mean, we looked great, and it looked. This is the first time that this looked like a Pochettino coach team. Watched him for years in Premier League with Spurs. He's a guy that took lesser players maybe, but got the most he could out of them, and they played this breakneck style, very good offense to watch. My Arsenal's rival hated it, but they were no doubt a fun team to watch.
Absolutely.
And we look like that, Christian Pulisic on that left wing looked great. Hopefully, they took him out at halftime. Hopefully his little knock, he said he doesn't think it's a big deal. So hopefully it is just, precautionary or something. Yeah. He could come back. Obviously Balogun with his 2 goals looked great finishing. Gio Reyna coming in, adding that one toward the end with a beautiful outside the foot shot. Like we said, probably the best performance of U.S. team maybe ever. Definitely the last one I can remember, where we looked that good was the 2009 Confederations Cup, which is no longer an event, but it used to be kind of a World Cup preview, and it was the reigning champions of each confederation, the upcoming World Cup host, and then the defending World Cup champion. So you'd get, I think it was like 10 teams total, maybe 8. I think 8 sounds right. And it was just a little quick competition, and that was a year that we finished second place, but in the semifinal upset Spain team that would go on to win the World Cup, who was in the middle of, I think we broke their 39 match unbeaten streak at that point. And that was, that Spain team was considered one of the best international teams of all time. They won Europe in 2008, and then World Cup in 2010, and then won the Euros again in 2012. So I do remember that day was just an amazing performance, but this one was a different kind.
Absolutely. Just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And just the amount of shots on goal. We're so, if you're watching, I can't say I watch a lot of it, soccer outside U.S. internationals, honestly, but, in the past, where it's so much more of a defensive team, we don't push a lot, we eke out goals at the end, a lot of drama, and then we just pushed it, got after it,
It was the intensity and the attacking going forward that you just don't usually see out of U.S. team. We used to play
sit on our hands.
Long balls. Yeah, long balls up front, hoping to get a bounce and score on set pieces. And
that gets so, as a fan, when you're watching that style that we've done for so long, it's so nerve-wracking because, any second it could go wrong.
Yeah. So it was great to come out against a team that you should have beat and put them away early. And
absolutely.
Hopefully, we can a big game coming up Friday against Australia, who are winners 2-0, kind of surprise winners in their game.
Against Turkey, wasn't it?
Yeah, against Turkey. Looking good offensive themselves, Australia. Another team that's kind of known more for defense and playing the long ball. But yeah, so that all of a sudden it's a big game. U.S. a clear path to winning the group too. You win that, and
you win, get 2 wins.
You're pretty much probably on top. You probably win the group there.
Absolutely.
And then elsewhere, just some other, a good one earlier today between the Netherlands and Japan. Japan, a late equalizer.
Been a lot of ties in
a lot of draws, a lot of good ones. Ivory Coast with a late winner to defeat Ecuador earlier. Sweden up 1-0 on Tunisia right now. First game of the day wasn't so good. Germany
housed them.
Yeah, roughed up Curacao. Curacao did score a goal, surprisingly, and had it 1-1 early. So
yeah, it was early, and then Germany said, "Not today, guys."
Yeah, but some fun matches so far in this expanded World Cup.
That Morocco-Brazil game was amazing.
Yeah, it's been a good. And we're only 4 days in. It's been a fun one. So lots, and now we're starting a 4 games a day part 2. Thursday and Friday got the two games. Yesterday was 3, and it was 4 yesterday too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Dude, when you can turn on a game starts like 10:30 at night. Like
Yeah,
last night, I was watching that Australia game was a
yeah,
9:30, 10:30
yeah,
start. I mean, that's pretty legit. You
yeah.
got some watch pretty much all day.
Right. Yeah, something to sit back to. Like a lot like yeah, college football season. You got those late night games to
Yep.
just one last thing. So
Yeah.
definitely something to put on the background at work this week too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see elsewhere. Also got Stanley Cup Finals going on right
Man,
now. Game 6 going on. Carolina trying to bring home the
finish
cup for
things
the first
off.
time. Yeah, they're up 2-0 with about 17 and a half minutes here left in the third. So still a lot of time for Vegas to come back. And this series has been one of crazy finishes.
It has.
And just wild goals, weird bounces.
Mhm.
Just a fun, another fun series. And then we're also College World Series going on right
Yeah.
now. Kicked off Thursday. Our boys Alabama, or kicked off Friday, I guess.
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, our boys Alabama played
Oof.
their first game yesterday. Yeah, the rough one. What, a 9-0 loss to Oklahoma.
9-0. First biggest loss since 2002 in Omaha. But man, it was just it wasn't that we did anything wrong. They just did everything right.
I was about to say it was just one of that's baseball. It was one of those days you just kind of shrug your shoulders and go, man, that's baseball. Sometimes
Yeah.
like our ace didn't have his stuff.
No.
Their freshman pitcher came out on fire, had his stuff.
Freaking
We weren't,
fire.
we were leaving guys on base, couldn't get them home.
Yeah.
Blowing opportunity. We had a good opportunity. When it was 3-0, I want to say we had two runners on,
Yeah.
nobody out, hitting to a double
And then
play,
they
and couldn't
went
get
to
anybody home. Yeah,
dude,
and we
but
were hitting balls hard, just right
yeah.
at guys.
What was it? I mean, what is their pitcher's name? Cord Rager. I mean, that
Yeah,
dude.
Cord Rager. Yeah.
I mean, what type? I don't know what his parents were thinking about, but you just had a feeling. A name like that, you expect him to have a good day, and probably the game of his damn life.
Yeah, I mean that's a Oklahoma ass name right there. It's a
Cord
cowboy name.
Rager.
Yeah,
Like what? But
yeah.
he
So
he he had a day against us. But it'll be interesting because I mean that night game, Texas got throttled. Georgia took it to Texas. So two teams on Monday facing elimination, and both had possibly the worst game of of the season.
yeah, and their opener in Omaha, it's kind of
Yeah,
rough. What did we? Texas took 2 or 3 from us in Austin this year, right?
yeah, they took two or
Yeah,
three.
yeah. I
And
was trying to
obviously, as we
remember that.
saw from beating OU at Norman, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, yeah, we took 2 or 3 from them in Norman, and it
Yeah.
just did not matter. So,
So it'll be interesting to see what we do, man. Because I mean, it's gonna be tough because they're gonna that Georgia team looks really good.
yeah, they look every bit the favorite they are right now.
Dude,
Yeah,
that dude, their pitcher last night, he was dealing. He had what 15 Ks.
yeah, and if they
Yeah,
Yeah,
and their
if they
bats.
get their pitching going, that's insane. With their the way their bats have been
Oh my
going,
god,
we talked about that
dude.
super regional against state. But if they get their pitching going too, yeah, that might be all that she wrote for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, Austin this year, yeah, we lost 10-2 the first game, the Friday night game. Closer one, lost 3-1 on Saturday, but then a 2-1 win on Sunday. So
yeah.
that's
So who
yeah.
you really? I mean, you look at both games. I mean, obviously Alabama and Texas can kind of just throw that game away. Obviously, both teams know they're better than what they showed Saturday. So it'll be interesting to see, man, because someone's going home early.
1 o'clock tomorrow.
One
You
o'clock.
gonna get out there or
I think I'll get out there because
brave the sun?
well, it won't be that bad actually. I think it's only gonna be like mid 80s, so it's not
Oh, there
terrible.
you go. Okay,
They've
yeah,
had it's been much hotter days in the College World Series. I'll tell you that much.
I bet. Yeah.
But it's not gonna be terribly bad. This coming up week is actually gonna be a phenomenal week weather-wise for the College World Series. So I think the highest we might get is like 88 on like
No,
Thursday.
okay. Well,
So
there you go. Yeah,
well, that's a
that's not.
good week. But man, yeah. So hopefully get out there, should get out there, and man, if we could at least get to push and play Georgia, in the I don't know would be well. I would assume Georgia. I mean, oh, you might, but hopefully get another game there on Wednesday or Tuesday or
Yeah, well, that
however it
it
is.
would be.
Yeah.
You never know. It could it'd be against the loser of that.
Whoever loses tomorrow night's game between Georgia and OU, give
Yeah,
or take.
that's who. Yeah, so yeah, we play 1 o'clock tomorrow. Hope
One
the Tide
o'clock.
can get a win and not do the quick exit like Ole Miss.
Mm.
Unfortunately, they're gone after losing to Troy today.
Troy,
Yeah,
great
Troy
comeback there.
staying alive. Yeah, great comeback. They will get a rematch with West Virginia, who they lost to in their first game. West Virginia lost today to North Carolina
North
in a good one.
Carolina's looking like a like a solid. They're looking very good right now as well. Um,
Yeah,
they've been their first two games have looked good. Right now, it looks like we're getting towards a Georgia North Carolina final based upon the first 2 days in Omaha, first couple of days
yeah.
in Omaha.
And North
And
Carolina's been one of the better teams all year long.
yeah,
Them and Georgia Tech went back and forth for the ACC.
yeah,
But yeah, so North Carolina's the first one into a bracket final.
yeah.
They
And
await
that's
the
huge.
winner. Yeah, it is. Yeah, to go. And they put up a stat. I think it's something
It's
like
like 39 or 40 some. Uh,
the
the
team that
winners
starts 2 and
start 2
zero.
and 0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, some crazy stat. Yeah, most of the champs in the past 30 years have
yeah.
started 2 and 0. So yeah, North Carolina, like they said, they just need one more win, and they're in
Mm,
the final of the championship series. They await the winner of that West Virginia Troy rematch,
yeah.
and that will take place Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday. Well, yeah, tomorrow, like you said, 1 o'clock, Alabama, Texas elimination game, and
Oof.
then 6 o'clock, Oklahoma and Georgia
Yeah.
in a winners bracket game. So, but yeah, it has been a fun tournament. Omaha's been good so far. It's awesome seeing like West Virginia and their fans out there. Troy getting the win in their first time ever there is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Really, really,
Yeah,
baseball is the last team sport where an underdog can pull it off. A
yeah,
little guy can
exactly.
win.
Yeah, this tournament, yeah, the way it's set up, if you get hot at the right time, man.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Sweden 2-0 lead right now in Tunisia. Interesting there. But yeah, there was something I did want to say. Something about, oh, yeah, that's what it was, man. I don't know who made the decision for these patches for the World Series, but man, they are huge. And
Yeah. They are.
putting them right on the chest like that, too, like a lot of teams are, like, why not just put it on the sleeve? Make a sleeve patch.
Yeah.
Nothing
Make
wrong
that
with that.
sleeve. You had the sleeve. Yeah. Put it on the sleeve.
Yeah, like a lot of empty sleeves out there, too. Just throw that
Yeah.
patch on the sleeve. Is this,
Yeah.
did Isak get this? Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, Alexander Isak with the goal for Sweden after a very disappointing first year at Liverpool. But doing it for a country right here in the World Cup. Nice finish there. So Sweden with an early 2-0 lead after 30 minutes there, the first half hour of the game. Carolina still up 2-0 here, 13 minutes or so to go. But yeah, it's just been a fun week of high stakes sports.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You got everything on the line.
yeah,
NBA final elimination games, the NHL elimination games, CWS, we're getting to elimination games. Not quite elimination games yet, but everything's leads to an elimination and of course group stage of the World Cup. So yeah, it's phenomenal.
I was about to say yeah. It just so matters, and then it's been fun too. Everything around the, I'm sure if you're listening, you've seen something about all the tourists coming here, for foreigners from other countries that are loving it and having. We got this German guy who was in the South, and they're showing him Waffle House and barbecue joints, and
That's what
yeah,
you.
yeah,
That's the stuff you love to see. With all the bullshit that's happening here, yeah, that's the stuff you like to still see. just people
Yeah.
having a good time, enjoying stuff without, you know, everything that's going on. you know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what the World Cup is about.
No, for sure, and exactly, you nailed it there. That's what this event should be. It should be, a come together to a celebration of a game,
Yeah,
a celebration of a bunch of cultures, and just come together for
absolutely.
fun, for the joy of,
The World Cup.
coming together. Yeah. So yeah, it's just been really cool watching all that. Like you say, the news, all that stuff, kind of seems to focus on the negative aspect. And while a lot of that deserves attention, but sometimes
Yeah,
let's just celebrate the good stuff. And
absolutely.
you know,
This is the time to do it.
yeah. And so as we get to, of course, the expanded World Cup, more teams than ever. A lot of teams that wouldn't normally be here getting a shot too. So that's fun.
Yeah,
The one
absolutely.
good case for this is one of those tournaments, yeah, when they announced the expansion, I wasn't a fan of it at first, but you kind of see it's like, all right, this is a little bit different than like the big dance expanding because
Yeah,
the teams they're going to put in are
they earned
you
it.
know
It's not
yeah,
they didn't get there for being mediocre.
exactly, yeah, and they're not there because they belong to some big group. And
yeah,
this wasn't done, it might have been, it was just done for more money, obviously TV money,
yeah,
but like it wasn't done to get more. It wasn't like a few years ago when they tried to develop that Super League that would
hmm,
automatically have all the top teams in Europe, and all the fans protested, which is, awesome still.
yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that the fans actually got out and forced those clubs to back away. But it wasn't put on just for the sake of keeping the bigger names around. It was,
Right.
done. It was done for more money, no doubt, but they at least let the teams still play their way in because we
Right.
look at it, we're missing Italy for the third straight World Cup, which
Yeah,
seems
which is wild.
absolutely insane to say.
Wild.
But one of the most successful countries in
Yeah.
international soccer is not here right now.
I mean, you get the likes like Curacao,
Exactly, yeah, smallest country in the World Cup, Curacao. Spain plays Cape Verde
Yeah.
on Tuesday, I think, which that game
Oh,
might make that Germany
yeah.
Curacao game look ugly. But well, Cape Verde a better team than Curacao, but
Right. But still, I mean, they have that
Spain's one
advantage.
of the favorites. Yeah, Spain's one of the big favorites. Them and France have been pretty much the running favorites. But yeah, it's been real fun. It's been awesome to watch, and we're only getting started, so that's great. Yeah, like you said, we got maybe we'll see what happens here in Las Vegas, but we might be losing this one too. But we still got a week of College World Series.
Yeah.
And then we get the World Cup. Baseball's really getting into full swing here. It's still not quite, super consequential, but, things taking shape.
I mean, we're getting closer to the All-Star break. I mean,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah. Getting
when it
all these
really
commercials
starts to
for,
pick up.
reminding me to vote on players right now. Yeah.
I mean,
Br-
we're gonna get there, and then of course we'll have the NBA draft. So I mean, it's a lot still coming up. Those certain things are coming to an end. We still
yeah.
have a lot going on. I mean,
Yeah.
and
This
before
is
you know
not
it, we'll be at the SEC media days, and man,
exactly. Yeah. It'll be football preview time. And it's not one of those slow summers.
it's an awesome
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah. Awesome summer of sports. Trying to look elsewhere. I didn't really have anything.
Uh, um, I mean, the thing that I saw last night, which was sad, but I mean, from certain, not shocking, I guess, because of certain things you saw from the past. But man, Alden Smith died.
Yeah.
That's tough. But we know he'd been facing certain mental things throughout his time. Um,
Yeah, a
you
hell of
know,
a player in his day, and by all accounts, seemed pretty liked by his teammates. So
yeah,
yeah,
had some mental issues, but you hate, man, still a young dude. I mean, he was what in college,
36. Yeah.
36. I mean, I still remember him in Missouri. Like crazy. And what did he have that rookie year with the 49ers when he had 19 and a half sacks or something?
Oh
Just
yeah, just came
ridiculous.
came came out on fire to the league.
Just crazy. Such a talented dude, man. Yeah. Like, tough. Yeah, sad.
Yeah, yeah, sad loss there. But yeah, elsewhere, yeah, I don't really. see anything else this week. Trying to look, yeah, nothing else big happened. The NFL trades are last week.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot, I would say. I think
Yeah, I
everything
don't really
else is
see anything. Yeah. Nothing major in Major League Baseball going on right now. There's a couple, like my Braves this week, kind of injuries kind of starting to
show up.
take toll, but still, they built such a big league in the division that it's not, I do worry about Spencer Strider was pulled early from his other game the other day with the elbow soreness or whatever, and because he had lost velocity on his fastball. That's never a good sign.
Oh, that's not.
So you hope, but yeah, like I said, the Braves have only 5-5 in their last 10. They still get an 8-game lead, so that's how.
Yeah.
Which also just speaks to their start and how bad the start was for the Mets and Phillies, because the Phillies, since they fired their skipper and promoted who's they got? Don Mattingly is their manager now. I can't remember, but since they started him, they had the best record in baseball, and they're still 8 games behind.
Right. Yeah.
The Braves. So it's just
The
one
Mets
of those.
still
yeah, the Mets. Yeah, even though they did got the Braves, they won the series on the Braves
still terrible.
this weekend. 2-3, still terrible. Still in last place, 14 games back. Still 7 under 500.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of pitching gems this week. The Dodgers guy. I'm not going to try to butcher his name, but the Japanese kid, he threw almost a perfect game. 2 outs away from it. You got Miz in Milwaukee threw an absolute gem, 15 strikeouts. His last one was 100 miles an hour. At one point in the game, he threw a 105 mile an hour pitch, the fastest in like 20 years or something.
Crazy.
But yeah, other than that, I think no big decisions, as we await, NIL stuff and all that kind of, there's always something going on there, but no big decisions, no college football playoff expansion, nothing.
Yeah, I think
crazy like that.
Where we're at in June, you'd think we're back to a 12-team playoff next year. I don't see it. It's a little too late for any type of expansion. And I mean, obviously for 20s, for next season 20. We might 27, but for 26, I think we're back at a 12. I just don't think there's enough time or enough people that agree. Because the SEC and the Big Ten are just going to bump heads. I mean, that's just where we're at, and they're not meant to get along. The cultural difference, just everything, and so I mean, we're just at that impasse, and it'll be some point, some will happen, but for now, neither has any reason to give in. So until then, we're at 12, which is fine with me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I guess this week has been the Brendan Sorsby saga with state's attorney generals, Texas attorney general threatened to get involved, and then the Oklahoma attorney general said, "Okay, bring it."
So that's interesting, but at some point, it's like, dude, Texas Tech, just say you can't. Like, I understand what y'all are saying. He hasn't done anything at Texas Tech, and but come on, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, at some point, someone at Texas Tech has to be the voice of reason. Be like, look, man, this kid bet on games while he was on the team. You can't. Personally, if I was a Tech fan, I wouldn't want him, and not because, some outstanding citizen, goody good. Yeah, not because he's not talented or anything, but also like there's been some people questioning, like, well, is he worth all of this? Like, and maybe at this point it's just because Texas Tech doesn't have another option, but.
I think they went all in on Sorsby, and they don't have.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. But I would be worried. If I were a Tech fan, I'd be like, how do we know this kid isn't susceptible to doing this again or throwing a game? Or, if he's this much of an addiction, that breeds stuff. That's where you get these, point shaving scandals and stuff like that. Is when
90,000. I don't care if you're making a lot of NIL or not. 90,000 for anybody, but a college kid with $90,000 spent on gambling.
Yeah, that's so much, man, and it's just, that's.
Dude, I get nervous when I throw 50 on a weekend. I don't know, right? I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's rough.
I just
But
feel
yeah, that's,
like I'm just, of course, as Alabama fans, we're like, bro, our guy just went to the G League and came back, and he got couldn't
yeah,
play
right.
after a couple of games. Like this dude, like did illegal stuff. Come on,
Yeah, right.
what are we doing?
Yeah, it's starting to. I've never been one of those. Never conspiracy theorists. Never one of those. Oh, like the NCAA always has it out for Alabama. But man, oof, it's tough to look at that Bidiaco ruling and then see guys. LSU get a player that did the same thing and
Yeah,
actually got
like
drafted,
Will
and
Wade's
then
whole damn
yeah,
everybody's added in the off season. It's been like, dude, they played international ball.
yeah,
The
it's
dude at
crazy.
the dude at Baylor never got questioned, but it's all because Bediako did had a couple of decent. It wasn't even electrifying. I mean, it was decent, but I mean, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, 20 and 12.
Yeah, we went 3-2 in the 5 games he played, so it wasn't like he
And
made
it
our season or anything. Yeah.
right, it helped out a little bit, but I mean, I don't think we. It's not like he. I don't think we still be Michigan even if he did play.
No, yeah, I don't think that.
I mean, we kind of got there regardless, but I mean, yes, we may have won a game more, maybe two, but long term, I mean, Sweet 16, based upon playing Michigan in that Sweet 16 as a national champ, that was as far as we were going to go regardless,
Yeah.
unless
Oh,
like something crazy, more crazy had happened, or the band finally had some help that day.
right. Yeah. Tunisia pulls one back
Tunisia with the
here.
goal. Wow.
Yeah. So we yeah, let's see. Coming up this week, like we mentioned, College World Series games tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday if necessary, and then a break Friday, and then Championship Series starts on Saturday.
Saturday.
World Cup games all week. Tomorrow's schedule, you got Spain and Cape Verde, then Belgium and Egypt. That might be a
Might be a fun
solid
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay, and then the nightcap is Iran and New Zealand. So yeah, then looking forward to this week. France and Senegal on Tuesday might be a sneaky good
Sneaky
one.
good. Yeah,
Senegal,
absolutely.
yeah, Senegal is a good team. Argentina, Algeria, the defending champs, get their first match.
Did
England
you?
and Croatia on Wednesday. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, did you see how Congo came into the World Cup and
No, I did not.
the lion outfits? Check, like it's like they like had coming to America outfits on. I swear.
Oh, nice, nice.
Like
They play
you
Portugal
could Google it,
Wednesday.
but that's awesome.
That's pretty good. I like that. Ghana and Panama. That might be Wednesday. Might be a good day. You got Portugal, Congo, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama, and then Uzbekistan and Colombia in the nightcap. And then that will end. Yeah, Wednesday will be the last day. Everyone plays the first game. Then we start the second games on Thursday. So, including see big Mexico, South Korea one, big one in that group. But yeah, and then of course next Monday is the NBA draft, so we will probably be recording during it. But yeah, I think that's everything I got.
Man, yeah. So it's a lot. Be a
Yeah.
fun. Should be a great week if you got a little something for everybody. I'd say. Yeah, great baseball here in Omaha. Got great soccer all over the U.S. and Mexico and Canada. Man, we're in for good.
Yeah, and it looks like Carolina, they're still up 2 and
Up
under
2.
5 minutes to go now. So,
I'm assuming they have it on lock and they'll win.
but yeah, but never say never in this series,
Uh,
like we said. So, Tunisia pulled one back here, so it's 2-1 shortly before halftime there.
so he
So
might have a
maybe
good second half.
yeah, good second half there. Oh no, good defensive play, Carolina right there. But all right, Greg, then, buddy. I
All
will
right,
see
buddy.
you next week. If you get out there tomorrow, cheer our title on the victory.
Absolutely.
We can't. Yeah, let's at least get one win out of here. But let's go on a little run here.
Man, that'd be so much fun to go on a run. I don't know if we can do it or not, but hey, at least let's see, at least get a third game in Omaha. So big
Yeah.
ask, but man, I mean, as good as our bats have been, you would hope that they show up tomorrow. We need them. We
Yeah,
need them
yeah. We
bats to
need we
show
need
up.
the bats to come through, and obviously, a decent pitching performance. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's if the bats can light it up and
Give us
send
some
Texas
cushion,
home,
and
yeah,
that'd be huge.
yeah, and then get either a rematch with Oklahoma or face Georgia. But we shall see, man.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, buddy, I'll see you next week.
Absolutely.